Hey guys, this is SJ Football 16 and welcome back to the Barclays Premier League predictions this week for week 6 of the 2015 to 16 season. I'm going to head over to the early game kickoff between Chelsea and Arsenal. Two teams fighting for the title. I think the score in this is going to be 2-1 to Arsenal because Chelsea's season has not been good at all and Arsenal have been playing well, but although Chelsea have really good success, I don't think they're going to beat Arsenal as they haven't done well against the big teams at all so far. You saw them do it against Man City, so I think it's going to be 2-1, and the scorers are going to be Branislav Ivanovic for Chelsea and Mesut Ozil and Laurent Koscielny for Arsenal. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Aston Villa and West Brom, the Midlands derby. I think the scorer is going to be. I think the score is going to be 1-0, and the scorer is going to be Bakuna. It's because I think Aston Villa, they've played quite well at the moment, and West Brom haven't really pushed themselves over the line as yet. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Bournemouth and Sunderland, both sides fighting for survival this season. I think the score is going to be 0-0 because we saw Bournemouth last week and I didn't really think much of them. And Sunderland, they didn't actually do that badly last week, and I think they could force a draw against Bournemouth. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Newcastle United and Watford. I think the score is actually going to be 2-1 to Watford because Watford have played well so far. We saw them play well last week against Swansea by beating them 1-0, and I think they could do the same away at St James's Park. And Newcastle haven't had a great season so far. And I think the scorers are going to be Papi Cisse for Newcastle and Troy Deeney and Nathan Ake for Watford. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Stoke City and Leicester City. I think the score is going to be 1-0 to Stoke, and them finally doing something good this season. Just because I think Mark Hughes has probably realised how badly they're doing, and he's probably going to push his side to glory against Leicester. And Leicester, I think their good run may have ended now. As Stoke, we saw last season, they have a really good attack force. And I think the scorer is going to be Phil Bardsley. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Swansea City and Everton. This is a match between two top teams, and I think the score is going to be 0-0. Although Swansea lost to Watford last week, I think they could build on it because that was just one bad week, and we saw that they've played well against the big teams, and I think they could pretty much do the same against Everton. Although Everton beat Chelsea last week, I think their success may end shortly, and Swansea, they're probably going to be competing with Everton for a Europa League spot. Now I'm going to head over to the late kickoff on Saturday between Manchester City and West Ham United. I think the score is going to be 2-0 to Manchester City because although West Ham have done well against all the top teams so far, I just don't think they're going to be able to do well against Man City. Man City's team is too good for them. And I think the scorers are going to be Fernandinho and Kevin De Bruyne. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Crystal Palace. I know you may be shocked by this because you've seen that both teams, Palace has done really well this season, but I actually think it's going to be 3-0 to Tottenham because Palace have not, apart from Chelsea, have not exactly done well against big teams. You saw they only lost 1-0 to Man City, but it was still a loss. and they also lost against Arsenal, and I can't see them doing much better against Tottenham, so I think it's going to be 3-0, and the score is going to be 2 goals by Kyle Walker and Christian Eriksen scoring the other goal. And I'm going to head over to the game between Liverpool and Norwich. Norwich have played really well recently, and Liverpool have had a good season so far, so I think the score is going to be 1-0 to Liverpool, with the scorer being Jordan Henderson. Just because I think Norwich can put up a good battle against the top teams, especially against Liverpool. And Liverpool haven't done that much better than Norwich, in all fairness. So this is why I think it's going to be 1-0. And finally, I'm going to close this series with Southampton v Manchester United. Probably one of the biggest games this week. I think the score is going to be 1-1 because both teams are very similar in terms of ability. But although many of you think that Manchester United are better, I think Southampton could perform well on the day against Manchester United. And I think Van Dijk's going to score for them, and Wayne Rooney is going to score for Manchester United. That's all from me this week. Hope I see you guys next time. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. And don't forget to comment if you think a change should be made to this video. See you guys next time.